Peace, family. Her, she, goddess, coming at you. Ashe, ashe, all praises up to the Most High One. I hope that you are all doing beautiful and well. The reason why I'm coming and making this video today is because I have been away. And not in a negative way. I have been away because I often take a lot of digital detoxes. I often step away and get more grounded into my reality. And I have a lot going on. Just building up. And sometimes, we have to take time to focus on one thing at a time. And I'm a Gemini. So therefore, my mind can go everywhere. And then it's like this big hodgepodge of ideas and thoughts and imaginations and things like that. And so I have to actually take time to get those centered here. Like, all right, center, balance. And so I have to tell myself, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about algorithms. Don't worry about this, because at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself. It's called self-care. And being a massage therapist, a Reiki therapist, a yoga therapist, it's important for me to, preach this and teach this to my students and to my clients. And so therefore I should live it too. I should live self-care every day. And that is what I do. I've been going through a lot of healing, self-healing for the last couple of years, really digging and diving into those shadow selves. And when I tell you that's not easy, darling, it is not. And it doesn't stop. It's a continuous journey. And so I advise you out there, if you're feeling disheveled, if you feel like even if you're on social media way too much and you're just like, you can't step away from your phone, challenge yourself, step away from that phone. I often do challenges anyway. So while I'm away from my phone and away from social media and away from that, and I'm not entirely away from my phone, like I'll do other stuff on my phone. So instead of always being on social media and thinking I have to post all the time, I'll go do something like I've been doing a lot of Udemy courses, and that's Udemy, and they just teach you a whole bunch of skills. And so I've been really wrapped up and absorbed into learning new skills. Right now I'm learning Pilates, and learning TFT tapping therapy, and amongst other courses, herbalism courses. I took a yoni steam course. So there's plenty of things out there that you can do with yourself that will benefit you. And that is what I've been doing. I've been like, okay, what other things can I do outside of just being on social media? And that's kind of where I've been. And another thing that I would challenge you to do is to find a challenge, something that's going to challenge you to be better. For example, I've been following the moon cycles. So therefore you have your full moon, and then you have the in-between. That's when you got like a half moon before you get into the new moon, and then it repeats itself. So every new moon, what I do is I will set this intention. So this new moon, I set the intention that I'm going to cut out certain things out of my diet, because I started falling off when it came to my nutrition. I just really said F it, and I just started eating whatever, and it was starting to get out of hand. And I was like, I know I have to do something better. And so my challenge for this new moon was to set an intention to cut out certain things, limited certain things in my diet, while also bringing certain things in, and saying, okay, instead of saying I'm going to make this for 30 days, I'm like, okay, well, let me do this until the full moon. So that gives me 2 weeks to be in this space. So while I'm in this space until the full moon, then I can reassess how I feel, what changes happen in between there, and, how I can go forward with this new path. And then that will go towards setting a habit. Because sometimes when you set things at 30 days, it can be like, oh my gosh, like how can I make it through 30 days? And so it's always good sometimes to even scale it down. And sometimes I'll even scale it down to the day. I'm like, okay, so what can I eat today? Like I can't plan for 2 weeks, but I can plan for today. So I'll plan for today's meal, and then I'll plan for tomorrow. And that's just kind of how I think. Like some people can plan and do meal preps I ain't one of them people. Like, I have an idea of things that I want to make and things that I like and things I want to keep in my house, like vegetables, certain fruits, and meals that I could put together. But as far as like actually like planning out the meal for the week, no, I am not that one. Not yet. Not to say that I'll never be that. I'm just not that now. And I can be honest with myself and say that. So I can only go day by day, but I make a plan for that 2 weeks. So now when the full moon comes around, I can be like, okay, cool. What else can I do? What else can I add? Or what else can I cut out? And how do I feel? Another thing that I'm doing, because like I'm saying, I'm taking this Pilates course, which why haven't I been doing Pilates? I'm loving Pilates. So what I'm also doing now is I'm going to challenge myself 30 days Pilates every day. Doing a Pilates challenge. And I'm just doing videos that I see online. It's not hard. Like, you don't need a specific person and a specific program and this. Like, everybody learns different. Some people that helps. It helps them to have like a program. Shoot, I go on YouTube. I have this lady's video, Itstheg. She's like awesome. She's fun. There's also pop Pilates. So there's different videos that I can choose each day. Do I feel like doing an hour, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes? Just do the Pilates, right? So I'm doing a 30-day challenge as long as eating right. And then I can assess how I feel, who I become within that time. And so that is why it's important for me to step away from social media so that I can grow. But I'm definitely going to be back. I'll be back. I have seasons. So this is season 2, season 3, season 4, season 10, pretty much, of my presence. So please rock it out with me, because I'm just here to kind of just be of service. Definitely. But one of the main things I learned is, even if I don't serve anybody online, at least make sure that I'm giving my service to my community. I'm giving my service to my reality, and I'm shifting and changing my reality as needed so that I can, of course, ascend on higher vibrations. And speaking of higher vibrations, go to itstheg.com. And then you can check out Chi Flow. You can check out my podcast, The Love Freak, in which we talk about high vibrations. And so I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much for tapping and tuning in if you have made it this far. One more thing that I want to tell you all about. Okay, so I want to show you this tincture that I've been using that I got from the apothecary. But it's called Warming Bitters. But you can get the one that's just bitters. And what it is that you take it before you eat, and so that you don't overeat. Because we naturally are supposed to eat things that are more bitter in nature. And that's why when you see a lot of naturopaths and you get a lot of herbs, they're really bitter. It's because we're naturally supposed to eat bitter stuff, not sugars and extra processed foods. So what this does, it reminds your stomach, your belly, your intestines, all that stuff, your taste buds, that this is what we're naturally supposed to have. And so that you don't crave so much of the sugar stuff. You don't crave so much of that. And it also helps, with digestion. That's what the warming one includes extracts of cinnamon to kind of, if you have a cold, like we talk about doshas and body types and things like that in my Thai yoga massage class. And what this can do, if you have a cold intestines, and you have a sluggish digestive system, this can help warm it up so it can speed up the process of digestion. Now, if you already are very active, you have a high, fast metabolism, and your digestive system goes, go, then don't take warming bitters, then just take the regular bitters, because it's still going to do the what you need in terms of putting that taste inside your mouth. So definitely consider taking certain herbs and supplements like this from your local apothecary. And it will help you, like I said, with your appetite and eating right. Because sometimes it is not easy. So, I'm telling you, like, when I fall off from my nutrition, I like sweets. I like sweets. I like chips. I like all that stuff. Like, I am not, above anybody else when it comes to that. Like, I love me a good donut sometimes. I like chips. I like those little popper chips and stuff. I'm like, I gotta stop eating these. I cannot be eating these chips. Give me an apple, give me some grapes, give me some carrots, somebody give me something else. I cannot do it. But anyways, so this helps me and is helping me, and it's not good. It tastes bitter, but you just take a drop right before you eat. you know, I just take it right on my tongue. So some people put in water, but I'm like, why? I can handle it. So that's what I want to tell you. Check out Warming Bitters if you want to definitely start, you know, controlling your eating. If you feel that you cannot stop eating the processed stuff, the sugars and all that stuff. So boom. And it is me, her, she, goddess, and I am out. Peace and love to you.